Avenue on in through the tunnel, so give yourself about an extra 10 minutes. We also have a crash up in the North Valley, eastbound 101, the 7th Street ramp there. It looks like it's off to the right, and a couple of closures to let you know about. One in the East Valley, Kyrene Road, the overpass at the 202, the Santan. That intersection is closed due to a crash, and a fatal accident up in the Northwest Valley, 75th Avenue closed between Bell and Union Hills. Use 67th Avenue or the 101 as alternates there. John Roller, KTAR News.
A high ozone pollution advisory in effect for the Phoenix area through 11 p.m. this evening. Partly cloudy today with a 10% chance of rain. A high of 111. Partly cloudy tonight, 10% chance of rain. The low 91. Right now in Peoria, fair skies, 91 degrees. Weather's brought to you by Howard Air. Weather replace repair. Call Howard Air. 5:38, a check of your money from the KTAR Business Center.
I ain't got no money. So, yeah, you know, for this time of morning, that is a lot of traffic report. Damn. And about the time I turned on the radio, I was looking at the Google traffic, and yeah, I saw that backup on I-10. I didn't get the whole thing when I started recording the video, but futures are down 84 points. Forget exactly when I started the recording here, but so there's a rollover accident on the eastbound I-10 going into the tunnel, and it's backed up all the way to 35th Avenue. So yeah, explanation on the radio. All I saw on Google traffic was just basically a red line from 7th Avenue, you know, eastbound 7th Avenue, well, 35th Avenue all the way to 7th Avenue, and then it was yellow out to about 43rd. So my plan of attack is to make the left here on the 75th, turn right onto I-10, take the 202 south to Lower Buckeye to 19th I-17, and I'm on my way to Rob's shop. Dropping the car off with him. Hopefully he will get my air conditioning fixed today. That's the game plan. As far as what I'm going to do when I get there, I do Lyft or Uber. I do at the very least on the iPhone want to get logged into Lyft and Uber, just to see what the price estimates are, and is do like two-factor authentication, you know, to log in with the code sent to my phone number, which I've been unable to do for quite some time. So yeah, I'm finally able to do that now on the iPhone. So this is the first time I have cause to do it. Whether I'll actually do rideshare remains to be seen. Most likely I'll take the bus, but I do at least want to see if I can get myself logged in on those apps, because it's been a long time, and see what they want to charge me for that ride. KTAR said what the time was. I don't think I stated the date. It is Wednesday morning, July 20th, 2022. I worked in inbound today at Amazon. Full shift. Was not offered any VTO midway through the shift by a supervisor or by the app. You know, and I think I got cut off. Yeah, I was trying to explain what had happened last night that allowed me to get off early, because it had never happened that way. And I was talking to a couple other of my coworkers of like, hey, have you ever got VTO like this before? Because this is what I did last night. And they were all like, no, that's weird. And I was kind of getting to explaining that, and of course getting totally sidetracked explaining how just time off and whatnot works at Amazon. Going into, you know, painful detail, but you know, whatever, it's what I do. And then I ran out of space when I was about 3 or 4 blocks from Bullocks before I could kind of conclude. drop the conclusion and say what had happened that was so different. So, generally speaking, if I do VTO through the app, it's because I wake up and I'm super tired and I don't feel like going into work, so or I'm just feeling, sick or whatever. And I'll check the app to see if I can take VTO for that day instead of going into work. Other times it'll give me push-through notifications letting me know there's VTO opportunities available. And sometimes I'll look at it and be like, you know what? Yeah, I think I want that night off. But lately I haven't been taking too much time off just because I'm just trying really hard to get myself out of debt and just looking for more money. And the whole situation at home with Priscilla, that's been dominating. That's been the topic dominating most of my videos, just because it's just become so miserable. And it was, to be fair, it wasn't really any better with her before I got my car back. If anything, I still have a lot of resentment for her for not helping me out more during that time period when I didn't have a vehicle. And I kind of was telling her about that yesterday, just how, I've mentioned it a couple times recently, of how I just feel like she just really abandoned me and left me hanging. And she's like, well, I gave Rob money to put an engine in your car. I bought the engine. And she did. But you know what? Throwing money at a problem doesn't always solve the problem. I mean, it just doesn't. I didn't need $700 thrown in. I mean, I did need $700 thrown in an engine, for sure. And I could have come through on that myself. But what I needed was transportation until I got my car. Or accessibility to another car. I've talked to, I had a long conversation with our mutual friend April, who she, I guess spent some of the night with. April did confirm that she was there last night. And then she thought it was weird that she left at the time of morning that she left. And she's like, oh, she told me she had to go to work. She had to go into work at 6 a.m. Like, nope, her goal was to be home by 6 a.m. so I wouldn't know she'd been gone all night. That's what that was about. And April's like, you guys just should just end it and quit making each other miserable. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what I'd like to do, but she won't fucking leave. Anyway, I find it very interesting, like, that she doesn't have money to get another place, but she's got money to buy all this shit like nonstop on Amazon, and she's got this money to throw a big ass birthday party where apparently she catered it and provided loads of food for everybody in gift bags, and she's getting ready to take a trip to Atlanta, Georgia. Now I get it that she wants to go see her dad for her dad's birthday. I get that, but you know what? I'd like to go visit my mom. I would love to go visit my mom, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to right now. So I don't. I keep working and trying to get myself caught up and out of debt. Now it seemed to me that her basically being technically a homeless woman who's living on my couch, that her priority, that's doing a work from home job in my daughter's bedroom, where I told her repeatedly I don't want her doing a work from home job because that is not her home. It would seem to me that her biggest financial priority would be getting another place, not catering a birthday party that she didn't invite me to, not going out night after night after night while I'm at home wondering where she went out to, and not flying to Atlanta. I have no idea what she spent on those plane tickets. She hasn't told me. And I suppose technically it's none of my business, but what is my business is her wanting to continue to stay at my place because she quote unquote can't afford to move. No, you can't afford to move, but you're spending your money on other shit, like plane tickets, like food for a birthday party, like going out to bars, and buying shit on Amazon all the fucking time. There's a new printer. There's a new printer in a box blocking my kitchen door. I had money to buy a printer, doesn't have money to move. And let's not forget that she smokes nonstop. You want to have some extra money? Stop smoking. That's pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty easy. So so while we were arguing, debating, conversing, whatever, and I was simultaneously begging for sex, because the bottom line is, she's like, well, you only love me for my pussy. You only, well, no, not really. There's other things that I like about you, but all those other things have kind of ceased to really function. That's the one thing that you still bring to the table. That's the one card that you can play. The little head really likes that. That's the one card she could play, and she should really be playing it hard, not constantly denying me, and not just trying to use that as a weapon. Because that's the one thing. Like, if she was to thoroughly up her slut game and just coming in and giving me some quick nookie during your lunch break instead of going out and smoking cigarettes, and if she was waiting in bed naked when I got home, just ready, help yourself. And maybe if she'd warmed herself up and sent me a video of her doing it before she went to bed, so I knew exactly what time she went to bed, and she went to bed in my bed. If those things were happening, I might be willing to overlook some of the other stuff. I might not be in such a hurry to get her the hell out of my place. But as it is, she's creeping, she's lying about it, she's sleeping with other people. Not necessarily having sex with other people, but spending the night in other people's beds and couches and homes. And then denying, not even respecting me enough to let me know where she's at. She actually had the audacity to say yesterday that she's like, well, I figured we were just roommates at this point. No. Roommates have leases, and you don't have a lease. You are house guest who I am fucking. But if I'm not fucking you, then you need to go. That's how that works. Like, do you honestly not understand that? Damn, girl. Like, after the time you're 50, you should understand that that's how it works when a woman is staying at a guy's place and she's not on a lease. So anyway, So I actually had the audacity to say that, and I'm just like, nope, wrong. It's going to be a gap between that truck and that car. I saw a video on YouTube that gave that a name, and I know it had Instagram in it, basically suggesting that gap exists because people are looking at playing with their smartphones when they should be just pulling up with the vehicle behind them. Anyway, sorry, I'm just always distracted by the world outside my window. And traffic moving smoothly here on Lower Buckeye Road. Yeah, it's much better than sitting in traffic jam on I-10, especially considering that I'm headed to not going straight east as I normally am, but actually headed to Rob South, which is south of my home. So this get me to I-17, which will get me to the stretch of I-10. That gets me over to his shop. Warehouse going in there. I wonder what that's going to be. Big warehouse going in. Now you're paying attention to what avenue on that. Just drive. I really did stop paying attention to what avenue on that. It's kind of letting my feelings for, so that was at 39th Avenue, 3700. Train tracks. This will be 35th Avenue right here. Yeah, I'm making amazing time. It's only 5:52 right now.
I should probably get a ride home.
That billboard side, I don't know if that caught on the video, but funny.
I gassed down a little bit more, 475, that's okay.
35th Avenue and Lower Buckeye. That is not an intersection I've gone through in quite some time. So wow, I just realized I'm like at the south end of like the county jail complexes. Oh boy, does that bring some memories. And that's what all that is on the left. Yeah, LBJ. That was my home for quite a while, and a home I was actually pretty comfortable in. Not gonna lie. You know, people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You go to jail. I've been to jail more than my share of times. I'm generally speaking pretty damn comfortable in jail. Somebody does my laundry. Somebody brings me food. I get reading materials delivered to me. I just lay in bed, sleep, dream. Read, do legal research, find some kind of legal action to do just because I can, fill out mad amounts of tank orders, help other inmates with their legal work and their tank orders, and make sweet love to myself in the wee hours of the morning. And yeah, it's all things considered, it's a comfortable life. Not that I'm planning on doing something to go to jail. I'm just driving by one of the jails that I was in for an extended period of time and was quite comfortable in. So, anyway, 27th Avenue here. This is the south end of 27th Avenue. That's the sign to the right saying dead end, and that's the dump to the south end. The city dump. That's right there. And then going north, well, that's 27th Avenue. That's eventually that becomes the strip where all the working women are, and continues all the way to just north of Butler. That's where it kind of merges into the southbound I-17 access road, just south of that. Anyway, wow. I think the best way to do this, memory serves, actually, 21st Avenue works better than 19th Avenue. I've been through this way a long time. All the train tracks through here. 2nd Avenue, I think this is 21st Avenue here. 22nd Avenue.
For those tax dollars in terms of the type of education that kids are receiving.
Hoffman says the majority of kids in the voucher program are children with disabilities.
Another big bus yard on the right, city buses. Oh. That's really neat. Lots of buses coming out. I forget which contractor that is, but it's a different one. Different one from the one that's located near the Amazon warehouse. I think there's right or left on this road. I kept thinking this was 21st Avenue. This is 22nd Avenue.
Morning drive. Detour Dan's in the KTAR Traffic Center green room getting ready. But right now we have a 7-mile backup. This is going to be eastbound I-10 right at the tunnel. We had a pickup rollover crash. Weird thing about it was the rollover kind of corkscrewed its way into the guardrail, the median right there at the turn in the tunnel. So really traffic is getting by on the right, but the curiosity factor, already a 7-mile backup. You're going to have a tap of the brake lights right at 67th Avenue. Of course, that's causing a residual effect on the southbound I-17. You're going to have a tap of the brake lights starting right at Thomas Road, and you're going to continue with brake lights all the way through the Durango curve down to 7th Street. 2 closures to let you know about. 75th Avenue at Grover's, right between Bell and Union Hills, and in the East Valley.
And
the overpass
I-17
closed
backed up all
right
the way
there
to
at
7th
Kyrene
Street.
and the 202. Detour.
Oh, yeah, I can see
he's
up to the
next.
left.
He'll
It's
get you
crawling.
to work on time. John Roller, KTAR News.
High ozone
Actually, it
pollution
don't look too
advisory
bad.
in effect for the Phoenix area until 11 p.m. this evening. Partly
don't look too
cloudy,
bad. I think
10%
I'll get on
chance
it
of rain
anyway.
today. A high of 111. Tonight cleared. Below 91.
Still looks like it'll be faster than doing the access road, stopping at the light at Central. Yeah, I don't really care for an update on sports. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, more of the nonsense yesterday with Priscilla. Yeah, kind of funny. At one point, I woke up, and after she just straight up denied me after a whole hour of, this is really what I need from you right now. You have me up all night worrying, wondering where you're at. You said you're done with this shit, but yet here you did it again. But I see you coming here just trying to sneak in before I show up. And you're busted. You're caught. You're busted. It's just like, well, what were you doing with two phones? Were you live streaming that? I'm like, nope. Just true. Not live streaming. Streaming now, but wasn't live streaming it. No, there's a delay on the Dan show. My life's kind of an open book, and she's a part of it, so she doesn't want to be part of that. Doesn't want to be the villain in that show. She needs to make a departure. Anyway, so yeah, like after about an hour of her just, basically saying that before she'd had all these reasons for not letting the P in the V, and it was always, well, I got a yeast infection, or I'm cramping really bad, I'm bleeding, always, and giving her the benefit of the doubt, but it's excuse after excuse after excuse. It begins to sound like excuses, and not, but try to give her the benefit of the doubt. But, she's lying to me so much on the regular, why wouldn't she be lying about that, right? But at this point, I've gone down on her, and I know everything's fine down there, and she's very extremely wet and ready, so, and I'm ready. So, I can't, because my emotions aren't right. You need to fix that, girl, damn. Because my emotions aren't right because you're letting me go this far, but you're not letting me finish this ride. You need to consider my emotions too, especially considering that you're in my home and you don't apparently have your own home to go to. Well, anyway, after about an hour, it was clear that was going nowhere. I just, she got up and got out of the room, and I just shut the door. At one point, maybe about 15 minutes later, she opened the door and was like, are you shutting me out or are you shutting Sheba out? Sheba, my big fat fluffy cat. It was very affectionate. And I just glared at her. Didn't even say a word. I just glared at her like, how dare you open my door? And it's like, oh, so that's how it goes. And I just kind of nodded my head because that's how it is. She shut the door. And I want to say maybe 5 minutes later, because I was still up. Trying to take care of what she had started by myself, since she wouldn't take me for no good reason. saw that, and I just stopped very slow down and glared at her. Like, how dare you interrupt us? You weren't invited to this. And she said, well, that's part of the problem. I'm like, what is? Don't just say that's. Come at me with something that vague. Be specific. What specifically is part of the problem? And if you don't have time to articulate it, that's fine. I'd rather you write it in a letter, email, so I can read it, so I can review it multiple times if necessary. She shut the door. I figured after those 2 times that she kind of got the hint. But, yeah, if your game plan is to deny me sex, get the fuck out of this room and be coming in this room. And, nope. I wake up to her laying on top of me, caressing me, cuddling me, slightly stroking me, and replaying the video I fell asleep watching, the porn video I fell asleep watching on my iPhone. I don't know if she did any other browsing or something. Asleep. If she did, she certainly didn't find anything. So I hardly have anything going on my iPhone. I'm still doing most everything on Obama phone number 3. I mean, I do want to transition to the iPhone, but I'm finding that I'm having some issues with it. There's enough differences between the 7 Plus and the 6S Plus that I'm not liking it. The biggest thing is just that the home button acts differently. Didn't realize just how much I had become accustomed to the tactile home button on the 6S Plus, and the 7 being different is a bad thing. Also, for some reason, like every time it's in my pocket, when it's in my pocket, and also when it's just laying on the bed, like things touch it, and it interprets that as an attempt as a failed attempt to unlock it, and it's regularly locking me out. Sometimes as much as 15 minutes at a time. Like I'll want to use it, and it'll be security locked. Try again in 15 minutes. No, I need to use my phone now. So that's problematic. I got to figure out what setting is letting that happen and disable that, because I don't like that. And apparently I do need to change the setting to where if I fall asleep watching video that it will lock itself after a certain period of time, because obviously she is, the so-called girlfriend is willing to climb in my bed and start messing with my phone while I'm asleep. And yeah, violating my trust daily, woman, not good. Someone who says that they want to continue to stay at my place, that they can't be ready to leave by the 1st. No, you're not really correcting your issues that make me want you gone. So, yeah. Not a step in the right direction. Messing with my phone while I'm asleep, and then me waking up and seeing me do it. And also in bed teasing me after I had already told her that, no, I'm sitting, like, you don't come in here and get me aroused and not plan on finishing what you started. Just don't do it anymore. Like, seriously, I'd just rather you not touch me at all at this point. Probably be most helpful if I... Ooh, that's a smashed up Lexus right there. Probably be most helpful if I park over here. That way Rob can get those other vehicles
out of this garage door and get mine in. Anyway, so I should probably finish this story since I got this far with it. And I apparently have enough space on my phone for it. That's a plus. made some progress with uploading and deleting videos. So that's a good thing. It's really nice out this morning. Of course, it's going to be brutally hot soon. There's the fireball. There's a big fireball up in the sky. There's some cloud cover that's stopping it from glaring, but I'm sure it's just a matter of time, and those clouds are clear, and it's just going to get crazy hot out here. Wow, I hadn't noticed just how damaged the sun has done to Rob's sign. It's like completely illegible, just cooked in the sun. Oh, and there went the bus. That's not the one I want anyway. That's a 30. I need to get a 32. Oh, but I need to finish this dang story. Oh, wow, we got a killing machine truck right here. I hate those things. There's no reason for a truck to be that large that's anything but a commercial vehicle. Let's go for a little walk. Walk and talk, finish the story. So anyway, at that point, I'm kind of upset with her, you know, and I'm telling her, like, hey, you know, are you coming in here? Like, really? You're back in here and you're like teasing me again, taunting me again. Are you planning on actually following through, or is this just your way of torturing me? Because this is not cool at all. And why are you messing with my phone? She's like, oh, I just wanted to see what you're watching. I'm like, I'm watching what you're not giving me. That's what I'm watching. Unfortunately, it was a video of somebody else, not a video of her. At the moment, I don't have access to those on my iPhone. And I got a feeling if she walked in on my phone and saw that unlocked, she'd probably just delete them all. But that would really annoy me. I'll tell you that. It would really annoy me if she did that. But better believe I have all of that redundantly backed up in multiple places. So yeah, all that would do is piss me off. It wouldn't make them go away. LimoRepairPhoenix.com. Wow, now there's a specialty business. I love these tables out here. Euro Market and Deli. What a random place for a deli. Wow. Good to know that there's a deli walking distance from Rob's shop, though. That's freaking cool. You know, you see so much stuff when you walk that you just can drive right by and not notice when you're driving. I love going on little walks like this, especially when it's nice out. She did remind me again that she's somehow got access to a United States Postal Service that allows her to see scanned images of all the envelopes being mailed to my mailbox, which is not her mailbox. Definitely need to go to the post office and talk to them about that horrific invasion of my privacy. Because that's a service that maybe shouldn't exist, or if it does exist, should require some sort of some sort of proof of residency, and not just receiving mail at an address, but actually, show a lease with your name on it, or a utility bill with your name on it. One of those things, because God knows she doesn't have either of those things for the address that she's able to view mail at. And I'm not cool with her seeing everything that comes in my mailbox. Oh, nice. Look at that vintage Beamer. That's cool. That's really cool. Love that shit. And Toyota van's kind of neat too. Not really my style, but still pretty neat. Different. Gosh, I wonder what year that is. Certainly don't see anything like that very often. Oh God, I got some indigestion going on. That's not good. It's at